Well, hello and welcome to another edition of 907 Sports, where it is all Alaska all the time. Your host with the most, Jordan Rodenberger, calling the plays in this one as we got a good one as always. A little football, a little volleyball, a little hoops even, and covering all of our Alaskan athletes. But be sure to stick around towards the end as we got one of our most notable athletes ever serenading us in song about his upcoming 5K. You're definitely gonna want to stick around for that. But hey, we are in September and fall is all the way here. Football is all the way here. We had the NFL kickoff last night. How about the Detroit Lions beating the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs? And yes, I know they had some players out, but still a fun way to start the new season. I'm sure your favorite team probably plays on a Sunday. I am very, very excited. I hope college football week 2 lives up to what we saw in week 1. While here in Alaska, we are already on week 5 of the high school football season, while most of the other states in the lower 48 are just kicking off week 1 and week 2 of their high school football season. But that's because the snow is coming in quickly. But we're not going to talk about that yet. Here locally, we have a standout at West High School, and he's literally a standout because of his size and speed. His name is Aaron Hampton, and over the years, he has stayed committed to his school, team, and state, and it paid off because he is now committed to a Division I program. Let's meet our Athlete of the Week. Aaron Hampton is one of Alaska's most dangerous players on offense.
Scoring. Scoring touchdowns. Yeah, I love scoring touchdowns.
And is one of the most feared players on defense.
Tackling people. Yeah, just tackling people. Yeah, I love tackling people, contact.
And the state's top-rated receiver has made his collegiate commitment.
I just got offered by Oregon State and actually just committed.
The West High standout is sticking with the orange and black, committing to the Division I program that's currently ranked 16th in the country.
Really, just their coaching staff. You know, they've been on me since day one, since they were legally able to contact me. And, you know, I just felt the love, and me and my family went down to Corvallis for visits and game days, and, you know, I just really fell in love with it.
At 6'2", 225 pounds with elite speed, Hampton is so versatile that Oregon State isn't even sure where the Swiss Army knife will play yet.
So I'll be coming out as an athlete, so they'll try me out everywhere.
Born for football, Hampton begged his parents to sign a waiver for him to start playing at 4 years old. Standing out physically at every level, he's a size and talent that can't be ignored, which often pulls some of Alaska's top athletes out of state during their high school careers.
I had an opportunity to go play in the lower 48 sophomore year. You know, had a long talk with my parents about it. It was a really big decision, and ultimately we decided to stay. I love Alaska. You know, obviously I have a big future ahead of me, and I just want to live with Alaska while I can.
When he's not studying the playbooks, he's studying the school books with a 3.4 GPA while taking classes at UAA through Alaska Middle College.
Academics are really important, and I plan to study some sort of engineering, hopefully civil engineering. That's also another reason why I chose Oregon State. They have a tremendous engineering program, a lot of work, but yeah, I take it really seriously.
While Hampton looks forward to his next chapter, there's still unfinished business his senior year at West High.
Win state, that's the perfect goal for him.
Always the goal, and the next step in that goal is at Bartlett tomorrow night, West versus Bartlett. Aaron Hampton, one of those athletes that you just gotta see in person someday, and it's kind of like our former Athlete of the Week, Alyssa Peely, was in high school. I mean, talk about an incredible athlete, but since she graduated from Diamond High in 2019, fans in Alaska haven't gotten a chance to see her in person unless you turn on the Pac-12 network, but that changes this November. Alyssa Peely making her homecoming at the Great Alaska Shootout 2023. The University of Utah coming into town to play UAA at that historic tournament that features multiple Division I programs. That Saturday, November 18th. Mark those calendars. November 18th, 7 p.m. That's part of that Great Alaska Shootout. And Peely's last game in Alaska when she was a senior at Diamond, well, she walked off the floor as a state champion at Diamond High and was the state's all-time leading scorer in points for girls high school basketball. That was recently broken, but that's how she ended her career. Pretty amazing, and that goes from track and field to volleyball etc. In college now, she is coming off a career year after transferring from USC. She was just named the Pac-12 Player of the Year, leading in points at 20 per game during her senior season. The hometown hero will return to Anchorage, where the legend of Alyssa Peely began, and that's going to be a hot ticket to that game. You're not going to want to miss it. November 18th, as Alaska's top college basketball player plays Alaska's top college basketball program. One of the craziest, most decorated high school careers Alaska has ever seen, and that included 4 straight volleyball championships with Diamond, which she didn't even go on to play collegiately, of course. And her alma mater played a big game this week against East High. Diamond is the state champions last year and began this season undefeated so far. But the feel-good story of the year and the surprise is East. And they're the Thunderbirds on an undefeated streak as well, heading into Wednesday's meeting between the two CIC foes. East was not only off to a 3-0 start, but they had yet to lose a set, 9-0 during that one. Definitely the game of the week for sure. Monica Rezic, that's an ace in your face. However, there's a 6'5" maroon wall standing in front of the net by the name of Valerie Yocum for Diamond. She denies that one for the Lynx points, but the Thunderbirds trying to let the rest of the conference know that they have arrived. Jaira Boma, vicious spike, as this game was so good, in fact, that it went to all 5 sets and down to the final points, where East kept the unbeaten streak alive after winning the 5th set 15-13, beating Diamond for the first time in at least a couple of years since I have been here, that's for sure. That was an awesome one. Now, these volleyball games can run late, especially if that JV game prior goes to 5 sets. And this one, I was not sure I was going to be able to get the score in on time. A little peek behind the curtains and how things run. I was having to text during the commercial break to get a final score. That's how late this one was ending on a school night, for crying out loud. But that's the rush of the news business, baby. Very, very early in the volleyball season. So we'll see how it plays out and bring a coverage right here on Alaska's News Source, plus all of our platforms, of course. Now, last night in collegiate volleyball, we had our first in-state rivalry between UAA and UAF up in Fairbanks. The Seawolves brought those brooms through TSA, clean sweep in 3 sets. They're going to stick up in Fairbanks for a little bit to play some other D2 programs as their season is getting underway as well. Moving on now, if you're, if you've hung with us up until this point, I appreciate you. Thank you. Drop a like, share this if you are in support of our Alaskan athletes, of course. And one of our most notable Alaskan athletes has a big 5K fundraiser coming up. Scotty Gomez, the NHL legend and veteran, 2-time Stanley Cup champ, of course. He's got a big fundraiser coming up, but I'll just let him tell you more about it. Rats. That's what you call a tease. My goodness. I am so sorry, but the good news is it is already posted on alaskasnewssource.com. Go check it out. It's worth every second of it. Let's just say that we knew he had skills with the stick on the ice, but we didn't know he had skills with the strings and the voice of an angel. You gotta go check it out. Please, please, please do. Apologies about that. He's a legend. His 5K, okay, let me give you the details on his 5K while we're at it. Tomorrow, 9 a.m., that's Saturday, September 9th, at Ship Creek Trail, the Scotty Gomez Foundation 5K. All proceeds benefit the Scotty Gomez Foundation, which has done great things for Alaska youth hockey over the years. There's many great door prizes as well, so check that out. 9 a.m., Ship Creek Trail tomorrow. That's by the Comfort Inn there. But that's going to do it for this edition of 907 Sports. We always appreciate you tuning in. And as always, alaskasnewssource.com, our streaming platforms, Roku, Apple TV, we got YouTube, Amazon Fire. Find out and go check it out, and that's where you'll find your latest and greatest, and not just sports, but all news across Alaska. But until then, I'll catch you next time.